It's time to live how you like. Wanna see you make today the greatest day of your life. Giving you the tools and we giving some insight so you can cope day to day, elevate, take flight. Let's go. Craig, Greatest Day Podcast. Let's go.
Welcome back to another episode of the Greatest Day Podcast. Today, I'm doing this one, streaming it on or posting it on YouTube. So if you want to watch this episode, head over to YouTube and check this one out. And I'll tell you why I'm doing that. I'll tell you why I'm recording it and posting it on YouTube today rather than just my typical audio podcast. But hey, it's been a minute. So thanks for coming back. Here we are. That's about how it goes, right? You've been around this podcast long enough to know I come and go. You know, I go with the flow of where my energy's at, what other projects I'm working on. And I have been working on some things, and I'm excited to tell you about that. I will save that for another episode because I want to get into something very intentional and direct today. And it's about, I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, Dr. John Delony. I don't know. Wow. I don't think I even know what he is. I think he's a psychologist. What is he? Dr. John, what are you? Talk to me. Um, Unlike my show, unlike his show, he's a live call. I would love to do that type of show someday, by the way, to just have callers call in and do that. I think that's where I thrive and do the best and most impactful work is in that live call, like on the spot, giving people feedback, coaching, direction. I love that kind of stuff. So anyway, I love his podcast. I'm listening to it, and he has these callers call in, and there was this one on a recent episode. Let's reference the episode, and then you can actually listen to it. So it's the episode from June 25th, the Dr. John Delony show. You can look it up. You can go listen to it. Anyway, there was this caller, Elizabeth. And so today I'm actually talking directly to Elizabeth right now. I'm about to Elizabeth, give you a message. I reached out to John Delony's show. Whether they see that or not, that's okay. Because sometimes you just got to go with that feeling inside, right? You just got to follow it. And when I listened to it, and again, I'm going to tell you all the reasons why and everything behind this, but when I listened to that episode, it really hit me. It really hit me on a personal level. And so I wrote them. They only allow so many characters in an email. So I wrote like 3 or 4 emails and said, hey, if you can, I don't know how much you like actually communicate with your callers or reach out to them, but reach out to Elizabeth, send her my way. I've got a message that I want her to hear. And so here you go. This is for Elizabeth. And again, go listen to the show if you want to hear her story, but basically here's how it goes. She called in and was asking Dr. Delony, how can I get through this guilt? How can I get through this shame of I conceived my son on a one-night stand. His father's not involved. He's not in his life. And she carries this guilt and this shame about those things. And I forget how old her son is, but it's been years now, right? Maybe 4 or 5, maybe even longer. I can't remember exactly. But she talks about like I was in a bad place mentally and emotionally. I was just coming out of one phase of my life into this next, and I just wanted to get free from this pain and this void and this stuff that I was feeling. And so she was doing some impulsive things to soothe and get through those things, and had a baby. She got pregnant on a one-night stand. So, all right, Elizabeth, excuse me. And honestly, all the other mothers that this may relate to, additionally, maybe even children who have come from this situation. And by the way, whether you're listening or you're looking right at me on YouTube as I say this, I'm one of those. I'm one of those. And this is why it hit me clearly. This is why it hit me so hard. And I wanted to, Elizabeth, talk to you directly. Is I'm that. I'm the son in your situation. My mom, she very similarly, she was married and then came out of that marriage. And by the way, I know my mom tunes in every so often to this podcast. So, mom, you're amazing. You're amazing. I've told you this many times before. You're amazing. You're the woman you've become. Like, I'm so proud of you. And our story is such a powerful thing. And here's Elizabeth, right? Same kind of setup. But my mom went through this where she had some really difficult moments in her life, and then divorced, and then my oldest brother, like just going through some dynamics, and from all that pain and from that place that she was at, and just wanting to escape. So many of us do that, right? So many of us want to escape the pain we're in, and we start grabbing and reaching for those things that, like, what's going to bring me relief? And many times those things that bring us relief actually cause us more problems. That is a very common thing in therapy and the coaching that I do with people is we're grabbing these escapisms and they're actually causing more discomfort than the original discomfort anyway. So we've got to be careful with that stuff. But it makes sense, right? And so Elizabeth, that's one of those things of like just just give yourself permission to go, I was just making the decisions that made the most sense in the moment. And now looking back, we can go, and it happened kind of the exact way it needed to happen. Hopefully that is something that you are feeling right now in your life is being able to look back and go, well, that wasn't, and I think Dr. John said this too, but like, well, that didn't go entirely as planned, but it went exactly how it needed to go. Because the person where we are today is like, yeah, I wouldn't be here or be who I am without those experiences. And I teach this a lot, like the power of becoming. It's the triple P effect. In some of my programs, I teach this triple P effect. You become a practicing person of perspective. That only happens after, right? So Elizabeth, you look back now and you're like, that was exactly what I needed. Not in the moment. Yeah, we don't want to go through those things, but after, because you didn't give up, because you kept going, because here you are today. Now you can go, wow, that's okay. That's exactly how it needed to go for me to be where I'm at today. And I think about that too. I heard you on the show talk to Dr. John of like, this boy is like the most precious thing. He's like the greatest gift that could have been. And again, I remember my mom over the years, we've had conversations and she said, you saved my life. You saved my life. Like that I was in such a bad place that I was making these decisions, obviously. Um, and then you came along and literally saved my life. Like God knows what he's doing. Did God unfold all those events? Nah, I don't know. I don't know how in depth God goes in these things, but I know that my mom told me that over the years of like, you saved me. Like I needed you. And you know what? I needed my mom. I needed my mom in the way that this all came about. And I know that's probably true for you, Elizabeth, as well. Like, and other people listening. Like these things that happen, I don't know that everything happens for a reason. I do think very strongly and believe this very deeply that when things do happen, we have the choice to then put meaning to them. I don't think everything happens for a reason. I think we give reason to the things that happen, and the reasons that we place upon those things determines how we then respond and move forward in life with all of those things. And you know what? To my mom, to other moms, to other people going through some of these things, Elizabeth, to you, you've chosen to take this on and make the absolute most of your current reality. And you're better for it. Your child is better for it. The future is way better because of it. And you're just going to keep plugging along that way. Um, the one of the other parts of that episode, Elizabeth, as you shared, it was like, I don't want him to feel like he's a mistake. And I think of the great poet NF. He's a rapper. I'm just kidding. But he said, I may have made some mistakes, but I'm not one. I love that. I love that thought. Like, you're not, yeah, we make mistakes, but you're not a mistake. Your son's not a mistake. I'm not a mistake. Yeah, I didn't come into this world by complete design or full, I don't know, what would be the word, like choice, I guess, from my mom, but it was perfect. Here we are having this conversation, like recording this podcast, creating the platform I have in my life. Like it all went exactly as it needed because choices were made over the years. So Elizabeth, know this. And I love Dr. John's words to you as well in that episode, right? Like grab your son's face, like tell him like this, you are perfect. You are exactly what I need. Like I was chosen, you were chosen for me. And I say this about my mom too. Like, and she was exactly what I needed. I may have saved her, but she was the exact mom that I needed. Elizabeth, you're the exact mom your child needs. Yeah, it didn't start or begin as planned, but it's perfect. All of everything that's unfolded since then. So let that guilt and shame go. And I remember my mom telling me about that too. Like the church she was in, she got excommunicated from. Mom, I hope you don't mind. I'm sharing all this stuff. Um, excommunicated from, like total isolation. Not the same, Elizabeth, as your experience, right? You were embraced. People welcomed you. People, probably different religions, by the way, but my mom was not. And so it was very dark. It was very lonely. It was very isolating. It was very, right? There was a lot of that stuff. And guess what? Because she was resilient through all of that stuff, it also imprinted on me about this resiliency. No question, I'm doing the things I'm doing in my life right now and sitting with hurting people and talking with people and helping them because of how my mom and I began life together. No question. Elizabeth, same story for you. And I have no doubt, maybe you save this and you have your son listen to it down the road and be like, hey, look at this bald, bearded guy. He's got a very similar story about how this all started. Um, and it doesn't matter how it starts. It doesn't. Like we just keep going and we say, okay, and now what am I going to do about it? It's one of my favorite reframes, right? And now what are we going to do about it? Listen, now what are you going to do about it to your son, right? Okay, great. There's our beginning. What are we going to do about it? How are we going to take how we started and what we began with and turn it into something amazing? Amazing. And because my mom chose that, and because I have chosen that, there's other people that get to be impacted. Elizabeth, because you did and you reached out to that show, you called in, you shared, you got open, you got honest, you shared your thoughts and feelings. You have now impacted other people. And that is just going to continue. So thank you for that. Elizabeth, I would love, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're here today, right? Like my whole life is just these things that have unfolded. Elizabeth, for you, the things have just unfolded in these amazing ways. So if that continuous unfolding of our lives also make this episode find its way to you, reach out to me. Super easy to get a hold of me, probably way easier than it needs to be. But get a hold of me because I got some other tools, resources, gifts that I want to share with you. So, and to the other people relating to this, even just this message today, go listen to Dr. John's episode from June 25th. Um, and this episode here with whatever I'm sharing. Keep going, keep pushing. Like some things have already happened in life. So what? So what? Mistakes have been made. You're not one, right? Maybe some consequences have come from it. Okay. How do we find those as blessings? How do we find those as like things and reminders and these markers in life that say, yeah, I'm worth keep trying for. My kid is worth to continue to try for. Like nothing is about to say, that's it. Call it. We're done. What you've done is too much. We can never get over. There's like almost nothing. There's like almost nothing on that list of it's too much. It's not worth it. You can't even get over. I don't even know if there's anything. You are worth the continuous work and effort. and moving forward, because the way you respond and keep living your life to the fullest, making the most of everything, having that triple P, right? The practicing person's perspective, and you're going, I'm going to turn this into something. You are going to give other people an example and permission and proof that it can be done. My mom did it. Here I am. Elizabeth's doing it. There they are. Maybe another listener right now is going, okay, you're right. That's me too. That's me too. Then keep going. I believe in you. Keep going and stay connected with me. I'll cheer you on the whole way. The whole way. I'll speak that hope and belief. I believe that's what God sent me here to do anyway. Into you and things that you can't see in yourself. Other people can see those things. It's the beauty of therapy. It's the beauty of having a mentor, a coach, or someone in your corner. I'll be that person for you. Connect, reach out, and let's just keep doing this thing together. Thank you for being here. I really do. I truly appreciate it. I don't know, universe, go to work. Go to work. Put this in Elizabeth's in her queue of podcasts to listen to, or whatever they got to do. Dr. John, let's go. Let's go. Let's let the universe put us together as well. I'm very happy to. I mean, I'd be honored. Let's do something together and build this thing up. So, thank you for being back here. I think it's been like 3 weeks, probably longer since my last episode. But here we are. We're not questioning things. We're just going with it. Here we are. This was the next episode that had to happen, and you joined me, and I appreciate that. So time is the greatest thing, and you just gave it to me, and I really truly value that. So, all right, thank you guys. I will see you on the next episode.
Yeah, it's time to live how you like. Wanna see you make today the greatest day of your life. Giving you the tools and we giving some insight so you can cope day to day, elevate, take flight. Let's go.